Our program is called STEM through Authentic Research and Training, or START program. In the STEM professions, there are certain demographics that are underrepresented in the workforce. And so the pipeline is really starting at elementary school and working its way all the way through graduate school. And along that pipeline, there's many leaks that happen.
And so what we've been focusing on is why is that? And then how can we disrupt that system so that they can become a regular part of the STEM pipeline. And we know that our communities, especially our communities of color, often don't have the same kinds of opportunities that more affluent populations, for example, might have. So we started STEM Camp, actually, my husband and I, back in 2010. It is a 5-day day camp experience where students in elementary and middle school and high school come onto campus to have rich experiences and really getting their hands dirty and wet and just really getting to play, engage in that STEM material, even without realizing it's STEM. And we thought that pairing START with the STEM camps would be a really nice pipeline, because really we're trying to build a STEM ecosystem so that we can think of opportunities for elementary, middle, high school students on into post-secondary education, and really provide students with a bunch of different opportunities that in general weren't really available here in the Lexington and Central Kentucky area prior about 10 years ago. How can we create these opportunities for students to see STEM in a different light, to increase their STEM literacy so that they do feel a sense of belonging and do have some identity in STEM?
You know, a lab is like a family, and you got someone that's very senior, me, and then you got students that are learning with you, and you learn from each other, right? They become siblings, if you will. But it's that near-peer mentoring that really builds a strong foundation. And then you get students thinking, I can do this. There's a student that's a year or two older than me, taking these classes. I work side by side with them. I could do that.
So we are an alliance of 10 institutions, 7 here in Kentucky, 3 in West Virginia, and we support students who are majoring in science, technology, engineering, and math. Our main focuses are undergraduate research experiences, graduate school preparation in hopes that they will go beyond the bachelor's degree. So it's a natural synergy in that we can use our current scholars to be peer mentors for the high school students. And then we can also recruit the high school students as LSAMP participants once they get to college. I have the biggest impact is those who are participating are able to really think and dream beyond what they thought they wanted to do, and be comfortable asking questions and comfortable asking people about their career choices and their college choices, and really thinking and making informed decisions rather than just, oh, this is all I know, so this is what I'm going to do.
And one of the things that we've done in this project is we've taken students who already are on campus, the LSAMP students, and we're pairing them with students in the high school realm and giving them access to things that they wouldn't normally have access to in college. How do we empower these students to feel like they belong here, that they can make a difference, they can actually be successful in STEM? No one likes to be told what to do. And that's why coaching is so effective. We're not telling these students what to do. We're just giving them the opportunity to get clarity and find the right steps for them. We're sitting students down and saying, to be successful in college, you need academic supports, wellness supports, and access to opportunity. I believe that it's not accessible right now for certain students through no fault of their own. If I can play a role in this in supporting my colleagues who are underrepresented and providing the access to these students, then I want to support them.
One of the things that we are looking to initiate with the schools is a segment which we're tentatively calling Ask the Professor, where we would have the students actually come up with particular questions of interest to them which would then be relayed to myself or other faculty members. And then we can set up a Zoom call with an entire classroom where we have a frank exchange of whatever topic it is. So the teachers are actually the key gatekeepers in this particular process. Because they have contact with the students, they can actually identify the students who would benefit the most from it or gain the most moving forward.
We got awarded the START grant, and right when we're getting ready to implement our new ideas and bring on a bunch of students onto campus, COVID hit and really threw us for a loop. And so really thinking about that big pivot that we had to make and thinking about virtual STEM experiences. And so sometimes that means us masking up and going into a laboratory and with an iPad and asking questions and getting that experience. And sometimes that means, asking our partner Space Tango to think differently about their partnership with us.
With Space Tango in this region, or in our backyard, these experiments that are done on the space station are in the field of exomedicine. So can we use microgravity to find the cures for diseases or solutions to our technology problems here on Earth? The importance of Space Tango and an outside partner is for those students that are in their first generation of going into higher education or into STEM to see a pathway that there's a lot of different options for them to get involved in this career.
We can connect students to STEM professionals who might have had a similar path to them, who want to really work and talk with the students, kind of break down those barriers of, what it really is like to be in a STEM career. It's unprecedented that a College of Medicine and a College of Education collaborate together on a very education-heavy, community-centered piece, with the College of Medicine as the lead in a very positive way. I think that spoke to NIH, and I really think, again, that speaks to UK and the community and the STEM community that we've built here.
So I think the biggest impact it has on the community is by demystifying science and demystifying STEM at the level of people who are going to be the next generation. We can actually start at the grassroots by impacting individuals who are at a very formative stage in their own development as people and their development of understanding and logic and figuring out how the world really works, and provide them a framework with which to actually understand the world around them.
The more diversity and inclusion we have, especially in the sciences, is just going to make this world a better place.